Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that reaches beyond our daily successes, beyond our career goals and personal milestones. I want to talk about legacy, the enduring impact we leave on others and the world around us. A legacy is not built in a single moment. It's built day by day, decision by decision. It's not about what we accomplish for ourselves, but what we sow into the lives of others. A lasting legacy is not about being remembered for what you own, but for the difference you made. It's about the seeds you plant today that will bear fruit in the generations to come. The first step to building a legacy is to live with purpose. Legacy doesn't happen by accident. Every day you are writing your story. The question is, are you writing the story you want to be remembered for? It's easy to get caught up in the urgency of life and forget what truly matters. Legacy is not built in the rush. It's built in moments of intention, moments when you choose to prioritize people over possessions, values over vanity, and purpose over popularity. We all have influence, whether it's over our families, our coworkers, or our communities. And influence is the core of legacy. You don't need a title to lead. You just need a heart to serve and a desire to lift others higher. True legacy is not about how many people serve you, but how many people you serve. Remember this, every person you meet is an opportunity to plant a seed of encouragement, inspiration, or wisdom. The question is, what seeds are you planting? Your reputation may open doors, but your character is what keeps them open. In the end, people won't remember how high you climbed, but how you carried yourself along the way. Were you honest? Were you kind? Did you live with integrity even when no one was watching? Building a legacy requires staying true to your core values and doing what's right even when it's not easy or popular. Success can be fleeting, but character is eternal. A true legacy isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you help others achieve more. The greatest leaders don't create followers, they create leaders. If you want to leave a lasting impact, pour into the next generation. Mentor someone, share your knowledge, encourage them to dream bigger and go further than you ever could. When you empower others, your legacy multiplies. It continues through the lives you've touched long after you're gone. Finally, legacy requires reflection. Take time to ask yourself, am I living a life that matters? Am I focusing on what will outlive me? Reflection allows us to recalibrate and refocus on what's truly important. It's never too late to change the direction of your life and start building a legacy that matters. You were not created to live small or fade quietly into the background. You were created to live a life that counts, a life that inspires, that lifts others up, and that leaves a mark on this world. Remember, success is measured by what we take, but legacy is measured by what we give. So live intentionally, serve wholeheartedly, empower boldly. And when your time comes to pass the torch, may the flame you've lit continue to burn bright in the lives of those you've touched. Living with intentionality is the foundation of a life that matters. The truth is, most people drift through life without a clear sense of direction. They let the current of circumstances carry them wherever it may lead. But if you want to build a lasting legacy, you must learn to take control of your life and live with purpose every single day. Intentional living begins with clarity about who you are, what you value, and where you want to go. Without this clarity, it's easy to become distracted by the noise and lose sight of what truly matters. Every action you take, every decision you make is a step in one direction or another. The question is, are those steps leading you toward your purpose or away from it? Intentional living requires that you pause and reflect before you act. It means aligning your daily choices with your core values and long-term vision. This alignment doesn't happen by accident. It requires focus, discipline, and commitment. But the rewards are life-changing. When you live intentionally, you stop living for the approval of others and start living in alignment with your true self. You begin to make choices that resonate with your soul, not just choices that seem logical or safe. This shift empowers you to take bold steps, embrace risk, and pursue what truly matters. It also helps you resist the pressure to conform to the expectations of the world around you. Intentionality is your anchor in the storm of life's demands. One of the most powerful aspects of living intentionally is that it transforms how you use your time. Time is the most precious resource you have, and it's also the most easily wasted. Living without intention leads to days filled with activity but devoid of meaning. You stay busy but never truly feel fulfilled. Intentional living flips the script. It helps you prioritize what matters most, eliminate distractions, and focus your energy on what will create the greatest impact. Another critical element of intentionality is self-awareness. You can't live intentionally without knowing who you are. This requires a deep, honest assessment of your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and purpose. Self-awareness helps you recognize what energizes you and what drains you. It helps you understand what legacy you want to leave behind and what legacy you are currently building. Without self-awareness, it's easy to live someone else's dream instead of your own. Intentional living also requires a clear vision of the future. Vision gives you a destination to move toward. It provides a sense of direction and purpose, but vision alone is not enough. You must take intentional steps every day to bring that vision to life. This means setting goals, making plans, and taking action. It means breaking down your big dreams into small, manageable steps that you can take each day. Every step matters. Every step moves you closer to the legacy you want to leave. There is incredible power in small, consistent actions taken with intention. Too often people believe that legacy is built through grand, heroic acts. But the truth is, legacy is built in the ordinary moments of life. It's built in how you treat people, how you respond to challenges, and how you show up day after day. Small, intentional actions compound over time to create a life that matters. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Intentionality also transforms your relationships. When you live with intention, you become more present and engaged with the people around you. You listen more deeply. You love more fully. You invest more intentionally in the people who matter most. Relationships are the heart of a lasting legacy, and intentionality is the key to nurturing them. It's not enough to hope that your relationships will flourish. You must be intentional about building and maintaining them. One of the challenges of living with intentionality is that it often requires saying no. You can't do everything and be everything to everyone. Intentional living forces you to prioritize. It helps you identify what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. This can be difficult because it means making tough choices. But those tough choices are what allow you to focus your energy on what will create the greatest impact. Living intentionally also means embracing responsibility for your life. It means owning your choices, your actions, and your outcomes. It's easy to blame circumstances or other people for where you are in life, but intentional living rejects that mindset. It empowers you to take control and create the life you want. It reminds you that your legacy is in your hands, not in the hands of fate. Another key aspect of intentional living is resilience. When you live with purpose, you will face challenges. Life will test you, and not everything will go according to plan, but intentional living gives you the strength to persevere. It keeps you focused on the bigger picture, helps you push through setbacks and failures because you know that every challenge is an opportunity to grow and move closer to your purpose. Intentional living also requires a growth mindset. Building a legacy is a journey of continuous growth and learning. You will never have all the answers and you will never be perfect, but intentional living encourages you to embrace the process of becoming. It reminds you that every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and become a better version of yourself. As you live with intention, you will begin to inspire others to do the same. Intentionality is contagious. When people see you living with purpose, it sparks something within them. It challenges them to reflect on their own lives and make more intentional choices. In this way, your intentional living becomes a gift to others. It creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond yourself. Intentional living is ultimately about alignment between who you are, what you believe, and how you live. This alignment creates a sense of peace and fulfillment that nothing else can provide. It helps you live authentically and unapologetically. It frees you from the pressure to perform or prove yourself. It allows you to focus on what truly matters. When you live with intention, every moment becomes an opportunity. You see possibilities where others see problems. You find meaning in the mundane. You discover joy in the journey. Most importantly, you build a legacy that matters, a legacy that will endure long after you're gone. Legacy is not built on the foundation of success alone. It is built on the unshakable foundation of character. While success may earn you admiration for a moment, character earns you respect for a lifetime. Success can be fleeting. Today you're at the top and tomorrow you could find yourself at the bottom. But character stands the test of time. It is what people will remember when the titles and accolades fade away. True character is revealed not in moments of comfort, but in times of challenge. It's easy to appear virtuous when everything is going well. But the real test of character comes when you're under pressure, when the stakes are high, when the road is tough, and when no one is watching. That's when your true character is revealed. It's in those moments that you either rise with integrity or crumble under the weight of compromise. One of the most dangerous traps on the journey of life is the temptation to prioritize success over character. Our culture often celebrates achievement at any cost. It tells us that the ends justify the means, that winning is everything, and that recognition matters more than how we got there. But deep down, we know that's not true. If you compromise your character for the sake of success, you will achieve something far worse than failure. You will lose yourself. Character is the compass that keeps you on course when everything around you is shifting. It helps you navigate the storms of life with confidence and clarity. While others may lose their way, those with strong character remain steady and grounded. They know who they are, what they stand for, and where they're going. They don't follow the crowd, they follow their convictions. Integrity is at the heart of character. It's about being whole and undivided, living in alignment with your values. Integrity is not just about what you do in public, it's about who you are in private. It's about keeping your promises even when it's inconvenient. It's about telling the truth even when a lie would be easier. It's about doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Another important aspect of character is humility. Humility keeps you grounded. It reminds you that life is not just about you. It helps you listen to others, learn from your mistakes, and grow. Without humility, success can breed arrogance. But with humility, success becomes an opportunity to serve others and make a difference. Humility opens doors that pride can never enter. Courage is also essential to character. It takes courage to stand by your convictions when the world is pushing you to compromise. It takes courage to admit when you're wrong and ask for forgiveness. It takes courage to live with authenticity and refuse to wear a mask. But it's that kind of courage that leaves an indelible mark on the hearts of others. It's that kind of courage that builds a legacy worth remembering. Character also shows up in how you treat people, especially those who can do nothing for you in return. Your true character is revealed in how you treat the waiter, the janitor, the person who is struggling. Do you see their value or do you overlook them? Character sees beyond status and success. It recognizes the intrinsic worth of every human being and treats everyone with dignity and respect. One of the greatest challenges to maintaining character is the pressure to perform. In a world that often measures worth by achievement, it's easy to fall into the trap of pretending to be something you're not. But true character rejects performance and embraces authenticity. It says, I am enough just as I am. It refuses to put on a show or chase approval. It is rooted in the unwavering confidence that who you are matters more than what you do. Character also means taking responsibility. It's about owning your actions even when they lead to failure. People of strong character don't make excuses or shift blame. They learn from their mistakes and use them as stepping stones for growth. Taking responsibility is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It builds trust, respect, and credibility, essential ingredients for a lasting legacy. Another key element of character is consistency. Anyone can act with integrity once, but true character is revealed in consistency, doing the right thing over and over, day after day, year after year. Consistency builds trust. It lets people know they can count on you. It makes your words reliable and your actions dependable. It creates a legacy that stands firm, no matter the storms that come. Character requires discipline. It's not always easy to do the right thing. There will be moments when the easier path will be tempting, when cutting corners will seem harmless. But discipline is what keeps you on the right path. It's what strengthens your resolve and fortifies your values. Every act of discipline builds your character brick by brick until it becomes unshakable. Legacy is not just about what you achieve, but about how you achieve it. Some people climb to the top by stepping on others. They build their success on a foundation of broken relationships and compromised values. But what kind of legacy is that? A true legacy is built with character through honesty, kindness, and respect. It's built by lifting others up, not tearing them down. It's built by living with integrity, not by cutting corners. Character is not something you achieve once and then forget about. It's something you cultivate every day. It's a lifelong journey of growth and refinement. Every day presents new opportunities to strengthen your character. Every choice is a chance to move closer to the person you want to become. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. In the end, character is the only thing you truly take with you. Success may fade. Titles may be forgotten, but character remains. It is the legacy you leave in the hearts of others. It is the light that continues to shine long after you're gone, and that light is far more valuable than any trophy or title. Legacy is built on influence. Influence is not reserved for those with titles or positions of power. It's something every person possesses. Whether you realize it or not, you are a leader in some capacity. You influence your family, your friends, your colleagues, and even strangers you encounter in daily life. The key to building a lasting legacy is to recognize that influence and use it for good. Influence is a powerful tool, and like any tool, it can build or destroy, depending on how it's used. The first step to leveraging your influence is understanding that it's not about control, it's about impact. Influence is not about forcing people to follow your path, it's about inspiring them to find their own. The most influential people in the world aren't the ones who shout the loudest, they're the ones who live with authenticity and consistency. Influence is built over time through trust, respect, and genuine connection. One of the greatest myths about influence is that it's limited to extroverts or charismatic personalities. That couldn't be further from the truth. Influence has nothing to do with personality type and everything to do with character and consistency. It's about how you treat others, how you respond to challenges, and how you show up every single day. Your influence is rooted in who you are, not in how outgoing or persuasive you can be. Another important truth about influence is that it starts small. Influence begins in your home with your family. It extends to your workplace, your community, and eventually the broader world. Too often people believe they need a large platform to make an impact, but the most significant influence always starts with those closest to you. How you treat the people in your inner circle will determine the ripple effect of your legacy. One of the most powerful ways to leverage your influence is through encouragement. Encouragement costs nothing, yet it can change the course of someone's life. Every person you meet is carrying a burden you can't see. A kind word, a smile, or a simple gesture of support can be the spark that reignites their hope. Never underestimate the power of encouragement. It's one of the most valuable tools of influence you'll ever possess. Influence is also about listening. People are drawn to those who listen deeply and genuinely care. When you listen, you validate someone's experience. You make them feel seen and heard. Listening is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to influence others. It builds connection and trust, which are the foundation of lasting influence. You don't have to have all the answers. Sometimes just being present is enough. Another critical element of influence is modeling. People may hear what you say, but they will always watch what you do. Your actions speak louder than your words. If you want to leave a positive legacy, you must live in alignment with your values. Be the example you want others to follow. Model integrity, kindness, and perseverance. When your actions reflect your beliefs, your influence becomes magnetic. Servant leadership is at the heart of true influence. The most impactful leaders are not those who seek to be served, but those who seek to serve. Influence is not about elevating yourself, it's about elevating others. When you use your influence to empower those around you, you create a legacy that multiplies. It's no longer just about what you accomplish, but about what others accomplish because of your influence. Another way to leverage your influence is by sharing your story. Your experiences, both successes and failures, are powerful tools for connection and inspiration. Too often we hide our struggles out of fear of judgment, but those struggles are often the very things that make our influence real and relatable. Your story matters. Don't be afraid to share it. It might be the key that unlocks someone else's breakthrough. Mentorship is one of the most intentional ways to multiply your influence. True legacy is not about creating followers. It's about creating leaders. Mentorship allows you to pass on your knowledge, experience, and wisdom to the next generation. It's not about telling others what to do. It's about guiding them, supporting them, and helping them discover their own potential. Mentorship is influence in its purest form. Influence also requires generosity, not just with your resources, but with your time, your attention, and your kindness. Generosity is the fuel of influence. When you give without expecting anything in return, you create a lasting impact on the lives of others. Generosity builds bridges, opens doors, and leaves an indelible mark on the hearts of those you touch. It's one of the most powerful ways to build a legacy of influence. One of the greatest challenges to leveraging your influence is the temptation to use it for personal gain. Influence can be intoxicating. It can make you believe that your success is the goal, but influence used for selfish purposes always crumbles in the end. True influence is never about you, it's always about others. When you use your influence to serve, uplift, and inspire, it becomes a force for good. Patience is another essential element of influence. Influence is not built overnight. It takes time to earn trust and build relationships. It takes time to see the fruit of your efforts. But don't be discouraged by the slow pace. Influence grows like a tree, strong and steady. Every act of kindness, every moment of encouragement, every word of wisdom is like a seed planted in the hearts of others. Give it time, and those seeds will grow. Leveraging your influence also requires intentionality. Influence doesn't happen by accident. You must be deliberate about how you use it. This means being clear about your values, your legacy, and the legacy you want to leave. It means being mindful of your words, your actions, and your decisions. Intentional influence is focused influence, and focused influence is the most powerful kind. Finally, remember that influence is not about perfection. You don't have to have it all together to make a difference. In fact, it's often your vulnerability, your honesty, and your authenticity that have the greatest impact. People don't need perfect role models, they need real ones, so don't be afraid to be human. Your flaws and failures are part of your story, and your story is the source of your influence.